2:22s he was swimming when he set the world record some 4 years ago now, but he is still swimming very fast. MASHCHENKO, bronze medalist in 2012, but the reigning world champion. Would fancy his chances in the lane alongside Yang. Yang slowly getting to the starters blocks. Getting away very quickly in lane 3, Chenquan of the People's Republic of China. Yang, though, is looking very, very strong at the moment as he gets into his fly stroke very comfortably. Now, he's not really going to be challenged if the competitors can't catch him on the fly stroke. But at the moment, the SM11 swimmers, bear in mind, are swimmers with visual impairment and swimming side by side and might be catching one another. If they were a little closer, MASHCHENKO and Yang nearly colliding with one another across the lane ropes at the opening 50. It's Yang who leads. Now back is where he might lose out just a little, but once he gets into his breaststroke, he'll be confident that he'll close out the final 100 of the race. So has he got enough in the backstroke? Hasn't been swimming regularly, Yang, in the build-up to Rio 2016, but is still a very strong swimmer with incredible class as a para-athlete.
Well, Lou's having a terrific backstroke leg, and you were right in that first length of the pool with the butterfly. Yang, it just cost him a little. He swam right across to the left and into the lane rope while he was completing his butterfly stroke. He wouldn't have been pleased with that, but he corrected himself almost quickly. Had a reasonable turn at the wall and held his own during the backstroke. Lou, perhaps more the known backstroker, and now that Yang is settling into his breaststroke, he'd have to be feeling pretty comfortable.
Yes. Oh, well, this is where MASHCHENKO is going to come into his own as well, but Yang will certainly extend any advantage he has over any competitor in the field, bar possibly MASHCHENKO, who's got a strong breaststroke as well. Tharon Drake, though, is a very strong breaststroker, but has perhaps left himself with just a little too much to do in the closing 100. But Tharon Drake of the United States is making a good go of it in lane 6 in this breaststroke leg. It is Yang who is leading by a big way, despite the fact that he's zigzagging slightly, comes up to the wall and turns at the final 50, and he'll bring this home very, very easily, he would hope. 2:33 ahead of Lou, who's quick in the freestyle as well. MASHCHENKO, though, has just fallen back, and Tharon Drake is now pushing up onto the shoulder of MASHCHENKO. It wasn't a great turn from the Ukrainian, but Yang ahead of Lou at the moment, and Lou is making a real push to close out here. It's a very relaxed stroke from Yang, though. He's not fussed about posting times, you get the sense from Yang. Lou, however, a much faster tempo, much higher intensity from Lou, and Lou is in fact going to touch just ahead of Yang, so China 1-2 in the heats, and indeed it is Drake of the United States who touches third fastest. But Yang taking it very, very easy, and a 2:35.11 for the defending champion in the heats as he touches second behind Lou, 2:34.66. Third for Drake, 2:37.93, and MASHCHENKO outside the 2:40 mark at 2:40.39. ORTEGA of Cuba touches in 2:48.98. So a China 1-2, a USA third through Drake.
Well, you could see on the shot there that his left arm, well, they're almost, well, they probably did actually clip each other just a little across the lane rope there, but Yang did correct himself heading into that first turn. And looked very, very relaxed in the final 50. But I guess you sense because of the, you know, he hasn't been swimming as much, he's probably just happy to get through on what he needs to do and save himself to be as fresh as possible for the final.
That's right, he hasn't gone through the preparation that many other Paralympic swimmers have been going through, where they've been going through hard, intense periods post the World Championships and then tapering down towards this, this event. Lou, though, after touching first, gets to leave the pool net with a big smile on his face. Lou ahead of Yang, Drake touches third, MASHCHENKO fourth, and ORTEGA fifth for Cuba.